Kevin Durant will sign with the Warriors.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Traitor.
We gravy train.
Durant's playing at a whole other level. And it's over. KD has his first NBA championship. It's in the...
Well, this was a great try by Nike, but we all knew he was going to win, so this one doesn't really count.
Kevin Durant way outside. Delivers! Kevin Durant from downtown. It's a 6-point game. That's the same spot where he hit it in Game 3 last year.
Nope, stop. Pause. This one doesn't count either. I mean, yeah, that was a great shot. But he's still playing with the Warriors. LeBron, he doesn't have a team. This ring, it doesn't count. James Harden and Russell Westbrook teaming up on the Rockets. This team is going all the way. These are the two Thunder players that were really special in OKC. Forget Durant. These are the two guys right here. Well, it just didn't work out, but these two will be back. What was that? Westbrook, he wants to be traded? Oh, well, that's no big deal. We still have James Harden. He'll stay. What? He wants to go where? Play with who? Are you kidding me? That guy's a snake. That guy went to the team that beat him, and then he left that team. Why would Harden want to go play with him? All right, people, take a second. Let's deconstruct everything that social media has been feeding you over the past 4 years about Kevin Durant's decision to leave OKC for the Warriors. And just consider, if you're willing, if you're watching this video still, you're obviously willing, you're brave, to consider that Durant's move possibly had nothing to do with him joining the team that beat him, and it simply had everything to do with playing with players that fit his play style. This is Topic Tackle. Let's go. What's good, people? JC3 here, and this is Topic Tackle. Hey, if you're new, go ahead and stick around, because quality content, that is what we're doing. That's all we're doing around here. And for everyone who is a returning subscriber and been subscribed to me for years, regardless of the amount of time, I appreciate you because you make Topic Tackle happen. So thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to play part of an interview that I had with Dennis on this topic about Kevin Durant's move from OKC to Golden State being validated and how he wanted to play with certain type of players. It had nothing to do with the team that beat him. Yes, that's going to challenge a lot of opinions out there, but go ahead and listen to part of this interview. So it's come out now. Harden, rumorly, wants to go to Brooklyn. By the time this gets released, this video, he may be there, he may not. But the fact that he wants to go there and play with Kevin Durant, do you think Harden will be able to change his play style for Kevin Durant? And do you think he'll do that because he's realized that the thing that him and Westbrook tried to do all these years is possibly the reason why Kevin Durant left in the first place?
He has to change his play style because his play style is what he has been using for the past 8 years, and it's not winning championships. And also, I think there's a video out there of Kobe and Tracy McGrady talking about it. They're saying that's a style that it's very good to keep your team afloat, winning games, winning basketball games in the regular season. But when it comes to the postseason, you all have to be on a string. You all have to be in sync.
Okay, pause for a second. The very fact that Harden is considering modifying his ball-dominant play style, which resulted in an MVP and the last 3 scoring titles, to play with not just anyone, but Kevin Durant himself, speaks volumes. Think about it. Russell Westbrook is a great player, but Kevin Durant knew that championships were not in the future playing alongside him. In 2016, Durant set the trend in stars leaving Westbrook. It's an unfortunate scenario, but it's what's happened. That was followed by Paul George and now James Harden. Harden, by wanting to go to the Nets, validates KD's 2016 decision to leave OKC and Westbrook. And if he gets his wish and works alongside KD and Kyrie to win a chip, everyone who bashed Kevin Durant for leaving OKC in 2016 to team up with players who complemented his game should seriously reconsider their thinking on this matter. Westbrook and Harden, they didn't work out in Houston due to clashing play styles. Whether by the time this video comes out, whether they've been traded or not, we both know that they vocally said they want to be moved this offseason. What does that have to say, if anything, about KD's move to Golden State in 2016 when he left Westbrook?
Let's start with their style of play. Okay, what I understand about Westbrook, he's a ball dominant guard. That's the first thing. He had the high usage rate, even with Kevin Durant alongside him. So you couldn't start KD, Harden, and Westbrook together. Kevin Durant as a 4-time scoring champion. People discredit him and say that he cannot win by himself, but the environment that he was put in wouldn't allow that, because we had a ball dominant guard who didn't care much about efficiency, had a high usage rate, and he kind of crippled KD's offense. That's why KD was justified in leaving, because he wanted to find a situation where he can be a bit successful in his style of play, and that's why he landed in Golden State. People kept on saying KD took the easy way out. People should stop saying that, because if we invalidate those 2 rings and 2 finals MVPs where he went in and dominated in the finals, we should also invalidate the loss to the Mavericks, which LeBron James, let's say, choked in the finals, and also the 2012-2013 finals, because we understand he went to the Heat so that he can get past the Celtics.
I think a lot of people have a problem still to this day of Kevin Durant going to Golden State because that was the team that beat him. While that is true, he didn't go there to ride coattails. All right, I've made many videos over the years where he went there and he averaged 30 in his first finals, and he won finals MVP twice, and he was incredibly efficient from the floor, and he carried his weight and he led that team, okay?
Yeah.
2017, game 3, hits the winning shot. 2018, game 3, Steph has 11 points. Nobody else is doing anything on Golden State. He single-handedly wins that game for the team, hits a shot over J.R. Smith from way downtown, all right, left wing. We know all this stuff. I think KD's move to Golden State, which is echoed in his move to Brooklyn now, was because that was the play style in which he wanted to play with. What they got going in Golden State, they got Steph, who's not a ball-dominant point guard. Clay is not a ball-dominant shooting guard. I mean, this guy scored 60 on 11 dribbles in one game. And then Draymond, who's like a point forward. So this is a system, and even Iguodala when he was there as well, it's a system that moved the ball around a lot, that had guys that knew their roles. And at the end of games, they'd usually get it to Durant because he would go one-on-one, ISO, create his own shot, get a mid-range shot at the end of games. And now with his move to Brooklyn, he says, I've been watching this guy Kyrie for years. I like the way he plays. I like the way he thinks about the game. They think about the game very detailed, very similarly. So now him going to Brooklyn, that's another move that he just wants to play with a certain type of guy who plays a certain type of way. It has nothing to do with, if this was a competitor I lost to, if this is an easy route. It's all about, who do I want to play basketball with? Because at this point in his career in 2016, and now he has the choice. So to wrap up after that portion of the interview, you heard that and you probably think these are 2 guys sitting here bashing Russell Westbrook, unnecessary hate. And this is a tough situation to be in, because I respect Russell Westbrook as a family man, as someone who gives back to his local community and communities around this nation, as someone who shows up to the job and really does give 110%. There is no hate toward Russell Westbrook in any of those areas. I have a right to criticize his game, and it's an obvious thing, and I just think people overlook it. It's that Russell Westbrook is stuck in 2005 to 2007 Kobe Bryant mode. This is a mode that says, I dominate the game. I score as many points as possible. I do as much as I can. And if my team around me isn't doing that good, then I do more. And guess what? Kobe knew that doesn't win championships. This is exactly why he had the interview on James Harden in 2019, where he says that style of play works for a while. It helps you keep your head above water, win games, but it doesn't bring you a championship. I did a video on this, and it has to mean something, people, that James Harden, after years of playing a certain way and thinking it could even work out with Russell Westbrook, has come to his senses and said, I want to go play with the one guy that a lot of people still hate for a decision he made to play with people that better complemented his play style, put him in positions to score, put him in positions to create, put him in positions where he's in control, taking good shots, efficient, winning. That's what Kevin Durant did in Golden State. That's why he left Golden State to go play with Kyrie in Brooklyn, because he knows that their play styles can complement each other, because they're on the same page, because they've talked it out, because they've had a relationship built for years, because they know their roles. James Harden sees that, says, I want to join that, and it's not with Russell Westbrook. There's no hate toward Westbrook. This is just the the way it is. All right, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is Kevin Durant's move from OKC to Golden State in 2016 now validated based on these Russell Westbrook and James Harden trade requests? You let me know what you think in the comments down below. Explain yourself. Remember to subscribe, like, leave your feedback, comments down below. We'll be back with more Topic Tackle coming soon. Stay solid, people.